Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We will be starting in 1 minute. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining the Delta Research and Educational Foundation webinar on physical health. Physical health is the leading cause of mortality worldwide. And we know that those who are inactive are more likely to suffer from heart disease and other comorbid conditions. So we are here today not only to learn about the Research Matters for All of Us program, but to learn the benefits of physical activity and then to actually get active. You will see on the next slide, this is our leadership who have worked diligently to ensure that we bring you the programming, not only that we're required to bring, but that's interesting for you. So you will have a link at the end of the program where you'll have an opportunity to let us know if you enjoyed the program, if it met your expectations, and anything that you would like to see differently. Please fill out that survey. The NIH has tasked the Delta Research and Educational Foundation with education for communities. You can see from this picture, there are 12 beautiful cities, each that do exactly what we're doing today. The goal is to educate the African American community, which is just one of the 5 groups that are being targeted. Again, good morning. My name is Yvonne Collins, and I am the Chicago Citywide Coordinator in charge of this program today. The Delta Research and Educational Foundation was established in 1967 as a nonprofit, with the goal really being to support and help with the growth of African American women and their families. This particular campaign is to create awareness around research and clinical trials, in addition to encourage health and wellness and educate our targeted community, which is the African American community. Let's watch this video, which talks a little bit about what we've been doing over the last few years. I'm going to stop for 1 second because I just realized I need to make sure that I enhance the audio, because I found this morning that the audio was not as good as I like it to be. So give me 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing because I want to make sure you all can hear.
Audio is good.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, let's get back to this. So it is not planned, but what it tells you is that really, as we've been working over the last greater than 2 years, we've done various educational community events for health fairs, for historically Black colleges and universities. And really with the advent of COVID, we've now had to move virtually, but you will see if any of you have joined any of the other programming that we have continued to work diligently to educate our communities as we've been required. We do 2 engagement events each month. And as we talk about, there are various health topics that are chosen each month that we have to provide education on. We try to tie those initiatives around what is the focus for that month from a history event portion. So if you look at February is Heart Month, and physical activity fits right into that. But all of the 12 citywide coordinators do the same 2 events in terms of topics. But if you were ever to go to all 12 events that focused on physical health, you would see that they're all done very differently. The other part of the initiative is to increase community engagement. So to ensure that not only are we reaching the community at large, but we are gathering with our community partners to increase our reach. And so what is the NIH All of Us Research Program? Well, it's a longitudinal study that aims to gather 1 million diverse groups of participants, with the goal being to accelerate medical advances. We know now from a lot of research that only 5 to 7% of African Americans enroll in clinical trials. And this is one program where you are allowed to answer questions about your family, give samples, and then researchers, as they look at various conditions, can now go have a database to go to get tissue and samples that they can further study, because otherwise it would not. Let's see if the video for President Obama on precision medicine plays. Not sure what's going on, but Obama, while he was in office, sort of set the standard of what we would talk about around precision medicine. And precision medicine is really just an approach to treat patients differently. So I'm an oncologist. When I started practicing 20 years ago, really for a disease, every patient got the same basic 2 drugs. Now we're able to take genetic factors, we're able to take tissue, and we can now target, based on that genetic makeup of the tumor, target what kind of medications we give. So Mrs. Jones may get drug A based on her genetics, Mrs. Smith may get drug B, and then we have an alternative of a drug C, which is really a radical shift in how we treat patients. It takes into account not only the disease you have, but your lifestyle, your socioeconomics, your environment, and more importantly, your biology, because we know that that's the part that's different for each patient. And so the All of Us campaign is doing exactly that around all of the United States. Our healthcare partner organization is not here today, but you can see for this particular program for Illinois, these are all of the institutions that are partnering with us. And so later in the year, we'll be having a virtual health fair where all of the organizations will be out engaging the community, and would love for you all to participate with that portion with us also. I started to talk a little bit earlier about what actually happens in the program. So it's completely voluntary. You enroll online, you consent to be a part of the program, because of course we want to have everybody's consent. If you're part of an institution that has an electronic medical record, we try to tie that record in so we get all of your history. You answer a series of questions about how you eat, how you exercise, what your family history is, what your quality of life is. And then you take a series of measurements. So blood pressure, BMI, heart rate, hip circumference, waist circumference, your weight, and you provide biosamples, and that's blood and or saliva and urine. And those samples are all stored at one biobank. Also, if you wear wearable devices like the Apple Watch here or the Fitbit, you can also connect that device also, so we gather sort of real-time information on what you're doing. And you may ask or say, this is really invasive. Why would somebody want to do this? Well, the goal is that if I am studying, say, for instance, cervical cancer, and there are people who have enrolled in All of Us who have cervical cancer, and I have this great new innovative way to identify cervical cancer, and I want to study it, say, in the African American community or the Latinx community, this particular database of surveys and samples and measurements will now allow me to get your blood without having to draw your blood at that particular point and study it. So it's really a historic way for us to gather information that we may not have been able to gather prior to this study. So it's really historic in terms of looking at how we will gather information and how we will do research. Because I think all of you know, most of the clinical research now is not done on people who look like us. So we don't know if the drugs that we're taking, whether we're taking them for our high blood pressure or our diabetes or our thyroid disease, if they really work for us, because they weren't studied for us. And so now that we're taking a more targeted approach to research, we have found that there are some studies where the drug works very well in the white community, but doesn't work in the Black community. So we don't want to give patients unnecessary drugs or drugs that don't work. But if we don't do this kind of research, we'll never gather those answers. So that's the importance of this particular research. So if you're interested more in the research project, and I hope a lot of you are, because we continue to want to get to that 1 million, you can go to www.joinallofus.org/DREF. And you can like any of our social media platforms. Please join us there also. You can also reach out to me. Again, for those of you who have just joined, my name is Yvonne Collins. I am the citywide coordinator, and feel free always to reach out to me with any questions that you may have. And so I have to read the disclaimer. Today's program is a little different because there's not really a lecture. So we're really gonna just be dancing in a moment, but I'm required to still read it. The views and opinions expressed by the guest panelists and/or presenters do not reflect the views or opinions of the Delta Research and Educational Foundation, that is DREF. DREF Research Matters for All of Us, the NIH All of Us Research Program, or any of the organization's affiliates. And so thank you very much for joining us. As we prepare to enter our program, I think it's really important for us before we exercise to really talk about what are the recommendations and what are the benefits of exercise. So we now know that at the very minimum, the exercise requirements are at least 150 minutes per week. And so if you take that at 150, it seems like a whole lot of minutes in the course of the week, but we really do encourage you to break that down into smaller segments so it's more manageable. There are now guidelines that say that if you already have comorbid conditions, so if you're already obese, if you already have high blood pressure, if you already have diabetes, there really should be 300 minutes of exercise per week, because we know the 150 is more for maintenance, but that 300 is really to help you begin to control some of those comorbid conditions. And that is moderate to intense exercise. So that's really what we're going to be doing momentarily. If you do more vigorous exercise, so Peloton, biking, swimming, some of those more high intensity exercises, you can do 75 minutes per week. So there's now some literature that says if you do bursts of high intensity exercises, you may actually have to do less, which some of the research has proven. So, they're saying every hour, if you do an intense 5 to 10 minutes of exercise, you probably suffice for that day if you do it the entire time that you're awake. So think about that. Nobody's able to do 150 minutes. I shouldn't say nobody. In most cases, 150 minutes all at one time. But really look at how you begin to break up that exercise and also doing what you enjoy. You're more likely to exercise and continue to exercise if you do something that you enjoy. So if I tell you to come to step aerobics and you hate step aerobics, or you have arthritis and it limits your activity, you're not going to enjoy it and you're not going to want to do it. However, if I say come out and line dance with us on Saturday at 10 a.m. and that's something you enjoy, you're going to be excited about it, and it becomes more for enjoyment than exercise, but you're really completing both of those goals. The other part of exercise requirements is also muscle strengthening. So resistance bands, weights, we also know that that's a really important piece also of building your strength, especially as we get older. It helps with improving your dexterity and improving some of those fine movements that you do each day, buttoning your shirt, brushing your teeth. So we want to continue to do those muscle strengthening activities and exercises at least 2 times per week. You want to spend less time sitting. So I work from home part of the week. So some recommendations have been, instead of sitting in your chair, sit on a ball. That way you're constantly working on improving the strength of your core. If you sit at a desk, perhaps consider getting a standing desk. That way you're constantly using those muscles as you stand. If you don't have any of those options, another option, if you can at work, set your timer, and every hour, make sure you're walking at least 2 to 5 minutes within that hour. Any mechanism that you can use to sit less is also beneficial, because we know a sedentary lifestyle also compromises your health. And really, when we look at it, we want to increase the amount and intensity over time. So everybody doesn't exercise at the same intensity. Some folks don't even exercise. I'm not expecting you to go out tomorrow and run 10 miles. But really, you want to think about, I always use walking as a very good example. If you start walking 5 minutes a day, increase it to 10 minutes a day, to 20 minutes a day, to 30 minutes a day, to an hour. If you're walking slow, maybe add a jog, but you also want to make sure that you're increasing the amount that you exercise and the intensity that you exercise over time. Why do we want to do all of that? What are the benefits? All of the research shows that exercise, and you have to be really careful if you have problems with your muscles or your ankles or your knees or your back. So I recommend that you have some conversations with your provider. But other than that, the benefits of exercise are immense. It decreases your risk of heart disease, which we know this community is at risk for. It decreases the risk of stroke, of diabetes, of hypertension, and amazingly, it decreases the risk of dementia. We know that those cancers that are associated with obesity, it decreases that risk. And also it decreases some risk of pregnancy-related complications. So when you look at the benefits, if you knew that you could do something to decrease your risk of having a heart attack, I would imagine you would want to. So that's what we want to start thinking about as we think about the benefits of exercise. It also helps us sleep better. It improves any insomnia that you have. Also, it helps you breathe better if you have sleep apnea. And so for those of you who exercise and maybe don't exercise for a while, you may see that your sleep is disjointed. It improves your cognition. You become more alert. Your memory is better. Your attention span is better. You're able to process information a little quicker. So in terms of all of those effects, those are all effects that subsequently improve something else. But we know the benefit also of exercise is less weight gain. We know that obesity is tied to all of those diseases that I mentioned in bullet one. And we know that exercise helps us improve all of those benefits. It also improves your bone health. As we get older, our bones become more brittle. You become at increased risk of injuries and falls. Exercise helps you prevent that. And it also helps you with your balance. In terms of mental health, we know that the pandemic, we've seen that mental health is a big issue. You have fewer symptoms with depression and anxiety, and a better overall improved quality of life and sense of well-being. When you work out, there are endorphins, which are hormones in the body that are released that really just make you feel better. And so not only are we talking about the benefits of physical activity in terms of disease prevention, but we're also talking about that in terms of improving your quality of life. So if you take nothing else away today, know that you do have the power. The power is in your ability to exercise at least at 150 to 300 minutes a day. And the power is also in what you eat. We're not talking about that today, but we know that those are the two things that you do have can make a difference with. We know heart disease is preventable. We know that heart disease is reversible, but you have to do some of these activities in order to do that. And so as we prepare to exercise, I hope that if you're not exercising, you begin to figure out how you can take those slow steps to become an exerciser. We know that when we look at the African American community, only 46% of African American women are active. And when we say active, that is that 150 to 300 minutes of exercise a week. So I'm going to ask you guys each, and I won't have you raise your hands, but each take the pledge that you're going to try to do a little bit more and a little bit better in terms of your exercise. And so I'm delighted today. I would like to thank our community partners, Northwestern Medicine and the Teach Foundation for partnering with us today. And I would, of course, love to thank Ms. Kima from Kima's Kicking Crew. She is a line dancer and a line instructor and a choreographer who has done line dancing across the US, and it's been in multiple competitions where she's choreographed and danced, and she will be our instructor for the day. So everybody grab your water, grab your towel. If you still have on your slippers, get your dancing shoes. And I am now going to turn it over to Ms. Kima.
Thank you, Dr. Collins, and thank you so much for having me here and for that wonderful presentation on exercise. It is so important, and you hit some very key points. I just wanted to piggyback on that a little bit and talk about the benefits of line dancing. Line dancing, in addition to all of the things that you mentioned, is so good because it helps you to form different connections in the brain, because you have to memorize steps, you have to recall steps, you also have to put different types of steps together. So it really does enhance all of those attributes that you mentioned. And the other thing that's really great about line dancing is it's very, very social and builds community. It builds camaraderie, and it really develops a bond amongst people. And you don't have to have a partner. So you can go, and a lot of my ladies that are in my classes use it as a form of a social outlet where they have a family. They feel like they have a family within the line dance community. We're very close knit. So it has so many benefits over and above just regular exercise. And that's one of the reasons why I really love line dancing. And I encourage folks to come out and line dance because it's really great. Like you said, it's not even like exercise. It's more fun, enjoyable, and it really, really builds community. So thank you for that. Now, ladies, I'm so excited to see so many of you all here today. I'm really excited to get started dancing with you. I'm going to ask a couple of things. As Dr. Collins mentioned, please make sure you have plenty of water nearby because we will be taking breaks in order for you to stay hydrated. They're very important to get that water in. I'm also going to ask you if you can please turn on your cameras so that I can see you. One of the reasons why is because I want to make sure that I have an eye on everyone and that you're doing the steps and that nobody is having a crisis where they're falling out or anything. So to see you would be really good. And also it helps me with the energy. When I see you doing the steps with me, and I think this is for everybody, it really just helps the enjoyment level. So thank you all.
I need my card.
I'm sorry. Okay, I really think that that helps the enjoyment level for everybody where we can see each other and we're all doing the steps together. So we're ready to get started. Hey, I see you. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do today, ladies.
Lady, you was at a dang don't stop.
Okay, somebody's got their camera on, they're talking to me. So please, I'm sorry, not your camera, but your microphone. So please.
Yeah, I'm going through muting everybody, Kima.
Okay, thank you. All righty. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start out learning some of the basic steps to line dancing. And what I tell people is when you learn these basic steps, you can pretty much do any line dance because even the advanced line dances are nothing but little bits of baby line dances put together. All right, so what we call a baby line dance is our beginner dances, and we call them baby dances because we range all the way from beginner to advanced. And these beginner line dances use typically about 32 counts of steps. And they are what we start out our beginner students with. So we'll call them baby line dances. And we're gonna do those today, but when you learn the basic steps, you put them together in different ways and you have different dances. So I'm gonna go through quite a few that we're gonna go through today with the dances. And I want you all to do them with me. Then what we're gonna do is put on the music and put those baby steps to music. And then I'll start teaching you guys the dances. So you guys ready? Give me a little shake of hands if you're ready. All right. Now, I use my voice. You're gonna hear the music, but I also use nonverbal cues. If you see me do this, that means start at the top of the dance. We're gonna start over at the beginning. If I ask you if you're with me and if you understood the instructions, I'm gonna ask you to give me a thumbs up. If you need me to do a step again, I need you to do this like, I don't really have it yet. If I see too many of these, that means I'm definitely doing it again. If I see mostly thumbs up, that means we're moving forward. So I really need your participation so that I know which way to go with the steps, okay? All right, let's get started with the basic steps. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is called the attitude step. The attitude step simply means that you tap the right foot, you put it down. You tap the left foot, you put it down. So when I count, I'm going to count in terms of eights. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's attitude step. Now you're going to take those steps forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll say attitude step back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, next step is I call the rock cha-cha. We're going to rock forward on the right with a cha-cha-cha in the middle. Rock 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rock cha-cha on the right foot and rock cha-cha on the left foot. Okay? We can also take that rock cha-cha out to the side. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rock cha-cha to the right and rock cha-cha to the left. All right. Now, when I do that rock cha-cha, notice that when I count, I'm using the and step as well. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So when I do those triple steps, you'll hear me say and, because in line dancing, every step has a name. All right, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's the rock cha cha to the right and left. Now we do what's called a pretty girl step 2. That goes to the side, but that's just one step to the side and then back to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the pretty girl. So notice the difference between the pretty girl step and the rock cha cha to the side. Pretty girl is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rock cha cha. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So because I had that triple step in the middle, I had the and step. That's what makes it different from the pretty girl on the side. Okay, moving right along. We have the slide back step. Slide back step is like a zigzag. We're going to go to the diagonal on each side. Slide, tap, slide, tap, slide, tap, slide, tap. So I'm moving backwards as I'm sliding to the right and left, and I'm tapping the foot. So when we count that slide back step, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, to get back forward, we're going to do what's called the temptation walk. The temptation walk is the same thing. You're going to slide up on a diagonal, but you're going to use the elbows. That's right. I see y'all doing it. So we use the elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like the Temptations did back in the day. All right. Next, we're going to do the grapevine. You're going to see the grapevine step all throughout these dances today. So the grapevine step simply means we go to the right, step out with the right foot, step back behind with the left, out to the right, and then tap the foot on the left. Then you're going to do the same thing to the left. Left, behind, left, tap. So when you count this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grapevine to the right, tap, grapevine to the left, tap. All right, moving right along, we got the rocking chair step. Rocking chair with the right foot, you're gonna rock forward and back, and forward and back. All right, I'm gonna turn to the side here so that you can see what it looks like. Your left foot is gonna stay in place. Your right foot moves forward and back, just like a rocking chair or a rocking horse. Forward and back, forward and back. Notice my left foot just comes straight up and down. The right foot is what moves back and forth. This is the rocking chair step, okay? Right foot moving forward and back. Next, we have the sailor step. Sailor step simply means you take the right foot back, lift the left, put the left down, right foot back in place. Left foot back, lift the right up in place, bring the left foot back in place. So when you do it fast, it looks like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Or even faster, sailor right, sailor left, sailor right, sailor left. Okay, moving right along. We've got the jazz square foot. Cross over with the right, step back on the left, step back on the right, step up on the left. Cross over, back, back, up, cross over, back, back, up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, when we're doing the jazz square turn, we're going to cross over and turn on 1. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn to your left, cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn to your left, cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn to your left, cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back to the front, cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All righty. Next step, we have a V step. V step simply means you step out right, left, and back together. Out, out, back together. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the V step. Now with the V step, we also can put in a V step with a tap. When you do the V step with a tap, you're gonna go out, out, back, then tap the foot. When you tap that foot, whatever foot you have up with the heel up, that's the leg you're gonna move next. So then we're gonna do a V step with the left. Left, right, tap with the right. Right foot is up. We're also going to use the right foot. V step, tap the left. V step, tap the right. V step, tap the left. V step, tap the right. All righty. Next, we're going to have the hook step. You hook with the right, you hook with the left. All you're doing is crossing the foot over. Hook right, hook left. Hook right, hook left. Okay, so that's the hook step. We also have what's called a hitch. Hitch right, hitch left. Hitch right, hitch left. Now, on a lot of these dances, we're going to do a rock to get to our next wall. So for instance, with the rocking chair, you're going to turn, do a rocking chair.
We can't see the instructor anymore.
Okay.
Can you see her now?
No, there's somebody's picture.
Somebody's
Yeah.
pictures there.
Okay, now we can. There we go.
Stop.
Okay.
Sorry,
Sherry.
y'all, I was trying to figure out how to
Okay.
put my picture up there because I'm not dressed, hair together, not together. I apologize.
That's okay.
All righty. Okay, here we go, guys.
You're back, Tima.
We missed 2 steps.
Okay, so let's see the hook step.
Start with the V step again. Start
V
with the
step. Okay,
step again.
with the V step, we're gonna go
Yes.
out, out, back, together, out, back, together. And if I say V step with a tap, that means you're gonna alternate the V step with the right and left tap. It looks like this. V step, tap the left, V step, tap the right. V step, tap the left, V step, tap the right. Okay, so whichever foot you tap with the heel up, you're always gonna use that leg next. So whatever toe that you're tapping on the floor and the heel is up, you're always gonna step with your next step using that same leg. All right, next step we have is the hook step, which is just hooking one leg over the other. Hook right, hook left, hook right, hook left, exactly. Or the hitch step, you're gonna bring your leg up, hitch up, hitch up, hitch up, hitch up. So you're just gonna bring it up to the side or bring it up to the front, hitching the leg up. Exactly. All right. Last thing I wanted to show you was the rocking chair with a turn. So we know the rocking chair, right foot forward, right foot back, right foot forward, right foot back. So if you're wanting to go to your next wall in the 8 count, you would go rock up, 2, 3, and turn, rock 5, 6, 7, 8. You're just gonna rock the hips back and forth, right, left, right, left. All right, so let's try that to the next wall. 5, 6, rocking chair with the turn. It's 1, 2, 3, now turn, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it again. Rock forward, rock back and turn, rock, 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 rock. That's how you get to the very next wall. Okay, last thing I want to show you, this is very important, is the cha-cha half turn. When you do a cha-cha step, you're just gonna simply cha-cha-cha, walk me forward 3 steps, put the left foot forward, and then come up on your toes and do a half turn without moving your feet. Now the left foot comes forward, cha-cha-cha, bring the right foot forward, and then come up on your turn and turn back around to the front. So both times I turn on this side wall. Watch that again, right foot forward, cha-cha-cha, bring the left foot up, pick up your toes and turn, half turn. Now bring your left foot forward and do a cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha, right foot forward comes up to complete the turn, back to the front. So when you do it with the count, it looks like this. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. What you have to remember is on 1 and 5, the opposite foot is coming forward. 1, 3, 4, and 5 to start that cha-cha. 1 and 5 start the cha-cha on the opposite foot. All right, ladies, let's put this to music. We're gonna start the basic steps with the music. Here we go.
FYI, Kima, there are a few guys too.
Say that again.
I said there are a few guys too.
Oh, okay. Hello, gentlemen, welcome. All right, everybody. This is the basic steps. 5, 6, attitude step forward on the right, on the left, on the right, bring it back, on the right, on the left. Now rock, cha, cha to the front, on the right, rock, with the cha, cha, cha on the left, with the cha, cha, cha on the right, with the cha, 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 now out to the side, right foot first, rock right, with the cha, cha, cha and left, with the cha, 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 right, cha, 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 now cross over with the right foot, cross over, come back, cha, 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 cross over, come back, cha, 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 cross over, come back, cha, 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 now grapevine, right and left, here we go, 1, 2, 3, tap, 5, 6, 7, tap, 1, 2, 3, now toss a step together here, step together, step, tap, step together, toss again, to the right, and to the left. Now sailor step. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Sailor again. On the right, on the left, on the right. Now push the leg up. Right. Next left. Next right. Next left. Next right. Next left. Slide back step. Slide back step. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Temptation walk. Take it up. Take it up. Take it up. Slide back step on the right, on the left, on the right. Temptation walk, take it up. Take it up. Now rocking chair, rock forward, rock back. Rock forward, rock back. Rocking chair and back. Now rocking chair with the turn. Do it again. Rock up, rock back, turn it out in 5, 6, 7, 8. Rock up, rock back and turn. 5, 6, 2 more times. Rock up, rock back and turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. Rock up, rock back. Grapevine step, grapevine step. It's grapevine to the right, grapevine to the left, grapevine to the right. Now side mambo, side mambo. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Do it again. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now take it up and back. It's right foot, back left foot. It's front foot, back left foot. It's right foot, back left foot. Now jazz square, jazz square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do it again. Jazz square. Now jazz square with the turn. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn it out. Cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn again. Cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn it out. Cross 1, 2, 3, 4. Now march it out to the front. It's march. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time with the grapevine to the right and left. 5, 6. Grapevine step to the right and to the left and to the right. All right, y'all. Cross it over with the right foot. It's rock cha cha and rock cha cha and rock cha cha. Slide back step, slide back step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Temptation walk. Take it up. Take it up. Let's see those elbows. Do it again. Do it again. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it up on the right, on the left. Now hook step, hook right, hook left, hook right, hook left, hook right, hook left, and march it out, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and end of dance. All right. How's everybody doing? Can I see a thumbs up? Awesome, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. All righty. Good to see you all, so good. Okay, so we're gonna start with our first line dance. Now this line dance is an oldie but goodie. It goes back to the Motown era, and it's one of my favorites. It's called Ain't Too Proud to Beg. All right, so I'm gonna teach you the steps, and then we're gonna put on the music. It is a 32 count dance, which means that every, what do they call it? Every part is 32 counts before you move to the next wall. Every rotation is 32 counts before you move to the next wall. So we're gonna do 32 counts and then turn a quarter turn to the next wall and then do the dance again. It's a 4-wall dance, so that means we're gonna do those 32 counts on each wall, okay? All right, let me pull it up here. All righty. So guess what? The first step is the slide back. We're gonna start on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now we're gonna go grapevine to the right, grapevine to the left. 1, 2, 3, tap 4, 5, 6, 7, tap 8. Now, notice that my right heel is up. Again, that rule, whichever foot you have up is the one you're gonna move next. Now we're gonna do the temptation walk going forward, starting with the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right foot is up again. The last 8 count, we're gonna do the rocking chair with a turn for the last 4 counts. Rocking chair. 1, 2, 3, now turn, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we did 4 counts of 8, that's 32 steps. We're on the new wall, ready to start the dance over again. Let's start with that slide back step. 5, 6, 7 on the right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now grapevine. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Temptation walk. Take it up. Use the elbows. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now rocking chair. Rock forward, rock back and turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. We're on the next wall. Here we go, everyone. We're going to do the last 2 walls without stopping. Okay, so I want you to stay on the back wall. Let's start with that slide back step. 5, 6, slide with the right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now grapevine. To the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Temptation walk. Use the elbows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now rocking chair. Rock forward, rock back and turn. 5, 6. Slide back step. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grapevine. To the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Temptation walk. Take it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rocking chair. Rock forward, rock back and turn. End of dance. All right, you guys ready for music? Let's try it. Here we go.
I know you wanna be.
Ain't too proud to beg. Woo! Let's go, y'all.
If I have to beg, please, for your sympathy, I don't mind.
5,
Don't you
6,
see that?
5, 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grapevine. Right,
Girl,
and left.
ain't no problem.
Pick it up. Rocking chair. Forward, rock back, and turn. Slide over, slide right. Left,
It's bad for me.
grapevine. To the right,
Since
and to the left. Temptation walk. Take it up. Woo!
I don't mind.
Rocking chair.
If you're
Forward,
by my
and
side.
turn. Start over. Slide right, left, right, and grapevine. To the right, and to the left. Temptation walk. Take it up. All right, everyone. Forward, and back, and turn. Start over. Side, side, left, right, grapevine. To the right, and to the left. Temptation walk. Take it up.
Man, even this I can
Rocking
say,
chair.
'cause I'm gonna keep you.
Left,
You know,
right, right,
well, the
left,
best
right.
they won't keep me, girl. Ain't you right? Woo! Baby, that's gonna keep me, girl.
Right again from the top. And grapevine. Temptation, walk, take it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go forward, up back, and turn, slide back, right, left, straight line, right, and left. Temptation, walk, slide the chair, forward, and back. All right, y'all, looking good, looking good. All right, and to the left. Temptation, walk, rock the chair. Last one. All right. Give yourselves a hand. Good job, everyone. How was that? Let me see some thumbs. Everybody good? Awesome, wonderful. Okay, moving right along to our next dance. We're going to do, this one gets the blood going, okay? It's called Gotta Move. It's a really fun, easy dance, easy baby dance. And it also is 32 counts and 4 walls. Okay, here we go. We're gonna walk up 4 steps with a clap and walk back 4 steps with a snap. So you're gonna walk starting on 1 and clap in the middle between 1 and 2. Looks like this. 1, clap, 2, clap, 3, clap, 4, clap. So that's 4 steps up, walking with 1, clap in the middle, walk 2, clap in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you walk back, you will start walking back with that right foot because the heel is up, and you're gonna snap walking back. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so let's just do that first 8 count. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. 5, 6, 7, walk it up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, snap, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, everybody good? Okay, now we're gonna do a Tulsa step to the right and left. Tulsa is just like the grapevine step, except you're stepping together instead of stepping behind. So it's step together, step, tap, step together, step, tap. Okay, let's do part 1 and part 2 together. The first 8 count and the second count. 5, 6, 7, take it up. It's 1, 2, 3, bring it back. It's 5, 6. Now Tulsa step. Tulsa to the right, tap. Tulsa to the left, tap. All right, now we're gonna walk forward 2 steps, but each step has 2 beats. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're gonna swivel 5, 6, 7, 8 to the next wall, okay? So again, slow step, slow right, left, swivel and swivel to the next wall. Now, when you step up with that right and left, make sure that you step with right, but that the left foot goes much forward, much more forward, so that you can turn and then both your feet will be together. If you step up right and then the left is right next to it, when you swivel, you'll be misaligned and you won't have enough balance. So make sure you step up with the right and then step further with the left, swivel, and you only go to the right when you turn. All right, let's try it. We're gonna go all 4 walls. We're gonna start off slow and we're gonna speed up on each wall. So here we go. 5, 6, 7, on the right, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, snap, 5, 6, Tulsa step. Tulsa to the right, tap. Tulsa to the left, slow, right, left, swivel and swivel. Walk 1, 2, 3, 4, and snap. 6, 7, Tulsa step. Tulsa to the right, tap. Tulsa to the left, walk right, left, swivel and swivel. Little faster. 2, 3, 4, snap, 5, 6, 7, Tulsa step. Tulsa to the right, tap. Tulsa to the left, tap. Right, left, swivel and swivel. Walk it up. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Tulsa to the right, tap. Tulsa to the left, and right, left, swivel and swivel. All right, y'all. Let's do this. We ready? Let's see some thumbs. All right, here we go. This is called Gotta Move. All right, go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wanna get up, it's time to go. There's a word out there that needs to run. We got the beat, the beat, so let your brains up and let's sing no show. No step, we gotta raise the front. We gotta let our socks pass right. Rise and we're gonna get it up. Woo! Bring it back. Stop, get it right. Get it left. Walk right, back, flip and flip. All right, look at that now, right? Left, right, left, walk right, left, and flip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the right, to the left, walk right, left, flip and flip. Take it up. Yeah, bring it back. Come up, to the right, to the left, walk right, left, flip and flip. All right, I see you moving. To the right, to the left, walk right, left, flip and flip. Don't miss your chance. You don't get to choose. Walk right, left, flip and flip. And snap, let me see you snap. To the right, to the left, walk right, left, flip and flip. You got the truth. It's time to go. It's time to go. We gotta stand up. Let the whole world know you want that proof. All right, y'all. To the right, left, take it right, left, flip and flip. Don't miss your chance. Walk right, left, flip and flip. Take it up. Bring it back. Go right, to the right, to the left, walk right, left, flip and flip. Miss your chance. Outside, to the right, to the left, walk right, left, flip and flip. Down, to the back. Go right, to the right, to the left, walk right, left, flip and flip. All right. Give yourselves a hand, everybody. Good job, good job. All right, I'm gonna give you a little break. So grab some water, this is a good time, but don't sit down because your heart rate is still elevated. So grab some water, we'll come back and we'll keep it going. Good job, everybody.
See all you Black nurses and Toastmasters out there. I'm sorry, Miss Kima.
That's okay. While everybody's grabbing water, I just wanted to say again, thank you all. Thank you to Dr. Collins for having me here and to all of you all for joining in today. This is so much fun. I'm glad you all are here. I see some faces out there I know. Hi, everybody. And I wanted to mention also, the name of my company is Kima's Kicking Crew. And part of my crew is my lovely, wonderful mom who's on with us today. So say hi, Nana Jay, wave to everybody. All righty, that's my mom, everybody. And I hope you don't mind, Mom. But Mom is 76 years old. And she is with me all the time, working out, exercising, and just being such a great inspiration to me. So, you know, I just wanted to encourage you all to keep moving, keep dancing, because Mom looks great and she's what I aspire to be 20 years from now. So, but I've been teaching for over 11 years. I've taught students from grammar school age all the way up to students as old as 90 years old. And you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on YouTube. I have classes on YouTube, and I have classes individually in person. And I'm also available for online. We're available to do events and everything. So if you're interested, then just let me know after class. I can send you my information. But again, I wanted to just say thank you all for really doing something very special for yourselves and caring about your own health and exercising. So we're going to get back to it. For our next dance, we have something called No Trouble. This dance, the song No Trouble is a Jennifer Hudson song, and you all know she's from Chicago. So this is another beginner, what we call baby dance, 32 counts, 4-wall dance. All right, so let me get it queued up here, and then we'll go through the steps. Are you guys having fun so far? Give me a thumbs up if you are. Wonderful, wonderful. That's what I like to see. All right, we're gonna keep it going, y'all. Keep that heart moving and that blood circulating. So this dance is No Trouble, and it's spelled K-N-O-W, trouble, like I know trouble, but it's no trouble. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna use that crossover cha-cha step that we learned in the basic steps. Right foot, crossover, 1, 2, 3, and 4, cross, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're gonna walk up 4 steps, starting right foot, right, left, right, left. Then we're gonna do a side mambo on the right and left. Side mambo, side mambo. All the side mambo is out and together, out and together. Then we're gonna walk back 4 steps and do that side mambo again. 1, 2, 3, 4, side mambo, side mambo. Last 8 count, we'll do the rocking chair with a 4 rock turn to the left. Rock forward, rock back, and turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's try that again from the top, front wall, from the top. 5, 6, 7, cross it over. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, walk it up 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, side mambo, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Walk back. 2, 3, side mambo, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Rocking chair, 2, 3. Now turn and rock. 6, let's do it again. Cross 1, 2, 3, and 4, cross 5, 6, 7, walk it up. 1, 2, side mambo, 5 and 6, 7, walk it back. 1, 2, side mambo, 5 and 6, 7, rocking chair, forward and back and turn. 5, 6, 7, do it again, cross 1, 2, 3, and 4, cross 5, 6, 7, walk it up is 1, 2, side mambo, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Bring it back. 2, side mambo, 5 and 6, 7, rocking chair on the right foot and back, turn. 5, 6, 7, last one, cross. 2, 3, and 4, cross. 6, 7, walk it up. 1, 2, side mambo, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Walk back. 2, 3, side mambo, 5 and 6, 7, rocking chair. Rock forward on the right, back on the right, and turn. 6, 7, and 8. So that is No Trouble. Let's do it with the music, everyone. Here we go. It's 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, cross it over. It's
Right.
1,
I should have known you had bad news. And the bad didn't mean to handicap toes. Most guys on the little thing, but I'm inside you. Baby, well, that's you. Either way, though, I think you want test drive. He's always so much better than the next guy. In a little trouble only makes for a good time. So more than normal.
Start over.
It's
It's not just coming. Tap, 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 tap. Let's walk it up. Side mambo.
Like trouble to me.
Bring it back. Side mambo. Rocking chair.
and it's all so
Forward
fast.
and back. Now
Sounds like trouble to me.
start again and cross.
Opposite attract, opposites that. Good girl, bad dog,
Walk it up.
perfect man. baptized. When you finish, you gon' bring it baptized. So maybe now you gon' go test drive. 'Cause you don't wanna lose your ride to the next guy. And baby, trouble on your legs for a good time. So all the new red flags get good sign.
What you got, y'all? Look at this. Keep it going. Take it up. 1, 2, slide mambo.
Like travel to
Now bring it back.
slide mambo, and the good you can show it.
I can tell.
And it's all over.
Sounds like travel to me.
From the top.
I got a bad feeling in this way. Dear Lord, I got a misposition there. Should've never got involved in the first place. Second place, never get a recognition. See what he doing to me, yeah, shut it down. Got a hold on me, that's without a doubt. So clear now, I'm a trouble starter, but I ain't saying me, ladies. I'm still I should've known you were bad, no problem.
Let's walk it up.
From the bad boy to the
Side
man.
mambo.
So,
Bring it back.
I should've known you were bad, no problem.
Now rock your chair.
But I'm gonna try to figure it out like you.
Last time.
Won't you come and make it go wild?
Walk it up. Now side mambo.
Seem like travel to me.
Bring it back.
It's time of the picture,
Side mambo.
and the good you can show it.
Rock your chair.
And it's gonna feel very
Just turn it up.
Sounds like travel to me.
All right. Good job, everybody. Okay, so before we go on to the next dance, I just wanted to give you a little bit of more information on my methodology of teaching. So one of the things that why line dancing is so good, because I mentioned how you have to memorize the steps. Well, in line dancing, you develop something called a muscle memory. And a muscle memory it comes from repeating the steps, doing a particular activity over and over again. So I emphasize this in my class, and I do the steps over and over again. As you notice, I also repeat the names of the steps, so that when you're learning the steps, if you hear it over and over again as you're doing the step, your body begins to memorize it, not just your mind. There's been times when I wanted to, somebody asked me to go over a dance, and maybe I hadn't done it in a while, and I can't really remember the steps. But then if I turn on the music, my body just does the steps automatically without my brain necessarily being engaged. That's muscle memory. Have you ever driven home and maybe you were on the phone and you got home and didn't even realize the route that you went because your body knew how to get home as you were driving? You weren't even consciously thinking about turning here and turning there, but you've done it so many times that the body knew how to get home. It's the same thing with line dancing. So what I do in my classes is I repeat the steps over and over again as we're doing the dance, so that you're hearing the name of the step, you're doing the step, and so you'll say, oh, I know that's a sailor step, or I know that that's a grapevine step, without even having to think about it. I also repeat the dances in my classes. We'll do several dances over a course of 6 to 8 weeks, just so that people really get it solidified in their brains and in their body with that muscle memory. So that's one of the reasons why you hear me repeatedly saying the names of the steps as we do that. So just want to give you that little bit of information. All right, so we're going to our next dance, which I'm sure a lot of you already know this dance. I always like to throw in something that's popular and well-known so that people say, oh, if I don't get anything else, at least I know this one. So let's do the Cupid Shuffle. All right, Cupid Shuffle. I know that it is popular amongst all age groups. So we're gonna throw this one in here and just have fun with it, y'all. I'm going to go over the steps just in case there's someone that doesn't know the Cupid Shuffle, but I'm going to give you the names of the steps because you may not have known the names of the steps for this dance. All right.
New Cupid.
Okay. So you're going to actually do a Tulsa step to start this dance out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. Okay. Now you're gonna kick, 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 and turn, 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 turn. That's the whole dance, y'all. Simple, 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 okay? So you're doing a Tulsa step to the right for 8 counts, to the left for 8 counts. Then you're gonna kick for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're gonna turn. You can turn however you want to the next wall, but most people do the merengue. Merengue to the next wall, all right? Or you can roll to the next wall if you want. However you want to get to that next quarter wall, that's what you do. So this is the Cupid shuffle. Let's do it.
We got a brand new day. They say I'm around. Say no. They say what you doing, trying to do somebody. I turn at the music. From my soul, so I want my people can say they got a brand new day. You got to love your muscle. Brand new day. Show you how to go. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Get, now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Now you see what I'm talking about. Oh, I represent all the dirty side. With no between you now. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Let me see you dance. Now come on, baby, kick. Now walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right. To the left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick, now walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself into the Cupid shuffle. Now right down to the left, Cupid shuffle. Now kick it out. It's your boy Cupid, see you feet are out of date. Step on the track, last time.
All right. Good job, everybody. Woo. Okay. Now, I think we have time for 2 more. So this next dance I want to do is called K2C Senorita Baby. It's another beginner dance, and it's one that my mom and I choreographed. It's a really simple dance, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to introduce to you what's called a restart in this dance, okay? So let's just do the basic steps of it first, and then I'll introduce you to that restart. Okay, simply grapevine right and left 2 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. step, behind, step, tap, step, behind, step, tap. Okay, notice that my right foot is up. We're gonna do a V step with a tap with the left, V step with a tap with the right. V step, back tap left, V step, back tap right. Then we're gonna roll the hips to the right, to the left, and turn to the right, to the left. That's the whole dance. So you're only gonna do a quarter turn with the hip roll. Hip roll right and left and turn right and left. So you're on the next wall, ready to start the dance over. So let's do it on this wall. 5, 6, grapevine, right and left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, V step with the tap. V step, tap with the left, V step, tap the right, and roll, roll left, now turn, roll right, roll left. Grapevine to the right, 2, 3, 4 to the left, 6, 7, 8, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, V step with the tap. V step, tap the left, V step, tap the right, and roll, now turn and roll, and roll. Good. Okay, now the second rotation, when we're on the back wall, we're gonna do this. Watch me. Grapevine to the right, that's 1. Grapevine to the left, that's 2. Grapevine, now stop right here. Left leg is up, you're gonna go stomp, stomp. And then you start the dance over with the grapevine. That's called a restart. It's where you don't finish the whole rotation. You stop in the middle of the rotation and then start the dance over. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Again, I'm gonna turn around so you'll see, but remember, we'll be on this back wall. We're gonna go grapevine to the right, grapevine to the left, grapevine, now stop right here, left, right, start all over, grapevine. Okay, that's how the dance goes. I'll tell you when that restart comes in, but you will have your backs to me. So listen up for when I say restart and do the stomp, stomp. And when you stomp, we're gonna stomp left, then right. And then we started with the right foot on the grapevine. So let's try it. This is K2C, Senorita Baby. Here we go. All right, y'all. Everybody can hear the music okay? Good, all right. 5, 6, 5, 6,
I wish I could pretend I didn't, but every touch is love. It's true love. Oh, I should be running. Oh, you keep me coming.
Grapevine to the left. Grapevine to the right. Grapevine to the left.
Before I hit
Step, tap the left, B, step, tap the right, and roll. And turn and roll. Again to the right, now to the left. Again to the right, and to the left. Step, tap the left, B, step, tap the right, and roll. Now turn and roll. And when you come,
I wish I could pretend I didn't, but every touch is love. It's true love. Oh, I should be running. Oh, you know I love it when you call me. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to me, but every touch is love. It's true love. Oh, I should be running. Oh, you keep me coming. To love
and to the left.
there's just some things that I keep saying we're just friends.
To the left.
But friends don't know what it tastes like.
All right, this next wall is where we're gonna do
When
that
I'm
restart.
coming up, let me fall.
Here we go. It's 1,
It's 2,
it's 3. Now stop right there. Don't stop. Start all over. Right and left.
I wish I could
And right.
I did.
And left.
But every touch is
Left, tap the left.
It's true
Left, tap the right. And
Oh,
roll.
I should be running.
And turn and roll.
When you call me, say I wish it wasn't so hard to me, but every touch is love.
Tap the left.
It's true love.
Oh, you keep me coming for you. I've been coming for you. And I hope it meant something to you. Come on in, I'll be coming for you. Coming for you.
To the left.
For you.
All right. Good job, good job. Okay, Dr. Yvonne, do I have time for one more?
Yes, you can do one more and then make sure you put all of your information in the link because lots of people want to contact you. But yeah, let's do another one.
Okay, so this is my last one. I'd love to end the class with this, but I have to warn you, after this is over, I want everybody to walk around at least for 2 minutes, bring the heart rate down, okay? Because this one is called Rock the Party. And it's good for a party starter, but it's also good for a party ender because it's a lot of energy. Really simple baby dance, but it's a lot of fun, okay? And it's quick, it's short. Okay, let me show you the steps. Remember that attitude step that we started out with? Well, we're gonna end the day with the attitude step. We're gonna take 4 attitude steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're gonna walk back 4 quick steps starting on the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're gonna rock the hips. 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna do the grapevine right and left. Grapevine to the right, tap, grapevine to the left, tap. Now you're gonna turn a full circle around for 8 counts back to the front wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, for that circle, have fun with it. Come around in that circle however you want. You can do the merengue around, okay? You can do roll the hips around, okay? Whatever you want to get back to the front. Let's do it all together one more time. From the top, attitude step, 5, 6, attitude forward on the right, on the left, on the right. Walk it back fast. 1, 2, 3, and rock. 5, 6, grapevine step to the right, grapevine to the left. Now turn it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start again on the right, on the left, on the right. Bring it back. It's 1, 2, 3, and rock. 5, 6, 7, 8. Grapevine to the right, tap. Grapevine to the left, tap, and turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the front. All right, is everybody with me? You guys ready? Last one. All right, here we go. This is Rock the Party.
Let's go. Let's go. Make it hot. Come on. Let's go. Rock. Let's say rock. Let's go. This party, dance everybody, make it hot. In this party, don't stop, move your body. Rock this party, dance everybody, make it hot. In this party. Don't know what I know mine. We come for your whole time. We mind you what happens shine. We mind you shake to the night. I'm in our head mood. Girl, and I'm feeling good. And she my favorite tune. Whole time you dance and chose. Wanna make you feel so good, like girl. Wanna make you sweat, like girl. We gonna make you feel like girl. We gonna make you feel like. I came to rock this party, 'cause I can make you feel alive. So now boy, rock your body. I get straight through the night. Oh, you want this party? Oh, you really bad. So we gonna rock your body, 'cause I'm looking up tonight. Let's go! Woo! Let's go! I just need to get my juice. Don't start a church, no, I don't know better than yes. Because I'm yes. Well, that's why I'm not getting on it. But I'm supposed to be teaching playing. Oh, I got love and feeling. So for me, I think it. One me that, one me that, one me this, one me this. Get me back, get me back. Oh, why see you? Let's go. Came to this party, 'cause I can make you your body, get you to the right. It's right. Rock your body.
All right. Great job, everybody. So that was Rock the Party. So I enjoyed you all so much. I appreciate your participation. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to put my information in the chat where you can reach me. And I just wanted to say again, you guys were troopers. Looks like you all had fun. If you had fun, give me some thumbs up. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kima, for a fantastic class. I hope everybody is sweating as much as I am. I got a little glow here. Make sure you guys hydrate, but you can say today that you got the 60 minutes of your 150. Please, in the chat, there's the link for the survey. If you could fill that out for me before you leave. Ms. Kima will also put her information in the chat. Do I have anyone from DREF leadership on? I don't see anybody, but I want to make sure before I close out. Any DREF leadership on? Well, on their behalf, thank you all very much for coming out to our first February event for the Delta Research and Educational Foundation. As a reminder, we do 2 events per month. We don't dance every month, but 2 events per month where we are aiming to educate the community and increase the amount of African Americans and Latinx and seniors and LGBTQIA that are accruing and enrolling in clinical trials. So please feel free to go to www.joinallofus.org/DREF to get more information, or you can reach out to me. But again, thank you all very much for coming, and please fill out that survey for me. Okay. If you guys came off, had fun, let me have you come off mute and just give Ms. Kima a real hand clap.
Thank you, guys.
Fantastic class.
Yeah.
If you get on the link tree, go down to engagement survey, and you can give us your opinion of the day. Thank you, producer, for putting that link tree in the chat. Perfect. So you guys can see Kima's Kicking Crew, 773-405-0429. Kima's Kicking Crew at gmail.com. I think you're gonna have some more business here, Miss Kima.
Wonderful.
So feel free to reach out to her, reach out to me, and everybody, please continue to hydrate today. Also, if you have not, I would be not a very good provider if I didn't say, if you have not been vaccinated, please get vaccinated. We know that vaccination makes a difference in terms of mortality. If you haven't been boosted, get your booster. But again, remember to wear your mask and distance where you can. And everybody have a great rest of the Saturday. It's been a fantastic morning. Thank you again.
And you too. Thank you.
Wonderful
Thank you.
event.
Bye.
Thanks, Kima.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Yvonne.
Hi,
Thanks,
Deborah. Good to see you, Deborah.
Good to see
Thank
you.
you. Glad to see you, Ace. Thank you for the
See you,
invite.
Irma,
Hey,
and the rest
Kay.
of the Black
Okay.
nurses and Toastmasters.
Hey, Kima.
Thanks, everybody.
teacher.
Thank you. Hey, you
Hey,
know,
Deanna J.
I can
Thanks
only
for
put
coming,
one
Jackie.
picture up.
No problem. You know, I do Zumba, so
Hey, Nita.
this was nothing for me to do.
All right, good.
Wonderful. Hey.
You know, I teach a little class too now, you know, but I ain't
Oh,
taught.
watch it. You put your information in the chat, Jackie.
No, ain't no information. No information. Not right now. Hey, Adrian Bryant. In my little space.
Hi, Anita.
Y'all, everybody take care.
Okay.
Jackie.
This was so much fun. It was
It's
so
Come
much fun.
twice a month. Come twice a month. Engagement. Be a part of this. Don't miss out. And don't have it where we got to send it out to you every 2 weeks. Please
Yes,
join
doctor.
in. Yes.
Awesome.
No, Kima's
Okay,
coming to the
bye.
house. Kima's coming to the house.
Coming to your house.
Kima, you get ready to make house calls.
I do house calls.
That's what I'm saying. Get ready.
She's coming to that special house on 45th and King Drive.
Right, exactly. The real
Awesome.
special house.
The
Thank
real
you. It was
special
really
house.
fun. Thank you. It was
You
beautiful.
guys take care.
Thanks so much.
Bye, everyone.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
Chrissy,
Bye.
thanks for coming.
Thank
Goody
you. for-
goo goo.
Goonie goo goo.
Goody goo goo.
Miss Ivy Jackson, thanks for coming. I see your alarm worked. All right, team, you guys have a great rest of the day. Thanks so much, Kima. Kima, is your address the same?
Yes.
Okay, I'll
All
get
right,
your,
thank
I'll get everything out to you. Thanks so much. I
Okay.
will be reaching out. We're having a health fair
Okay.
in April. We're trying to figure out, we don't really have details about how it will work, but I would
Okay.
love to do some line dancing there. So if I can figure out how to fit that in, I'll reach out to you.
Sounds good.
All right,
Thank
thanks
you.
very much. Have a
And
good
thanks for
day.
the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.